Hello, my name is Renee Poindexter, and I'm the chair of the SelfDesign Foundation, and we oversee the SelfDesign Graduate Institute. And today I have the great pleasure of interviewing one of our learners, Elan Bailey. Before I get to introducing you, well, let me tell you a little bit about Elan. She's the founder of the Thrive Learning and Development. Her passion is about helping entrepreneurs and leaders and organizations become adaptable and sustainable through emergent learning, integral leadership, and organizational development. She has more than 20 years providing strategy, innovation, marketing, communications, and technology to support entrepreneurs and executives of small to medium-sized businesses and for not-for-profit organizations. Welcome, Elan. Great to have you today. I'd love to ask you to tell us a little bit about your background, and that leads into why did you choose the SelfDesign Graduate Institute as a place for your master's degree?
Thanks, Renee. I'm glad to be here. My background has been, I've lived an unconventional life. That's the best way to describe it. I was, working 3 jobs when I was 17. I made the choice leaving high school that I would continue to work rather than continue on with getting a degree. But there was always a longing in my heart to go all the way, to even have work on a PhD one day. So I spent, 20 good years and more working and learning, on the job, learning from experience, diving into the deep end of the pool and watching what happens from there, taking action from there. And about 4 years ago, I decided it was time to start, pursuing a master's degree. And luckily, my background and experience qualified me. And so I took a graduate level program in values-based leadership. From there, the longing for a master's and to pursue that became even stronger. But what was really important for me was that I found myself in an environment where it was conversational and relational. And for me, the model of, the wisdom at the front of the room and the students, learning from that didn't work. After so many years of being my own authority, I really wanted to co-create and learn in a more collaborative way. And that's what I found with SDGI.
Awesome. So you've been how long with the program, and what have you found to be most rewarding so far?
It's been 2 years. I started just over 2 years ago. The most rewarding has been the relationships. Getting to connect and collaborate with my peers, with a brilliant faculty from so many walks of life with such a depth of experience. And then also, what's also been really rewarding at the top of my list is just the opportunity to do a deep dive into topics and areas of my life that they've kind of been there as seeds and threads in the background, and to really give myself the time to explore them fully and deeply and find connections that I didn't know were there. I sort of intuitively suspected, but now I can actually see how things connect and cross-pollinate. It's been such a treat.
Wonderful. So you're in your second year, and I think you've begun working on your thesis, and I'm just curious, how is the thesis that you're working on relating to how you're designing your life and what's next?
Yeah, I'm actually almost done my thesis. I'm just wrapping up my research, my qualitative analysis now. And, it's been so wonderful. It helped me cross a bridge in my career, because prior to this, I'd been doing more of the strategy and the technology and the marketing communications. And the passion on my heart has always been about people development and liberating human and organizational potential. So that is what my thesis is on. And I feel like, doing this work has helped me create a methodology, and it's not proprietary in the sense, but it really is just a way that I can walk into any situation, whether it's leadership development or organization development. And through this emergent learning process, I feel like I have the tools to help individuals and organizations better meet the complexity and uncertainty of our time. So, there's consulting opportunities and there's coaching opportunities, and it's really all very rich.
So that's great. And I'm just curious, because of your vision of Thrive Learning and Development, a business that you own, and this master's degree is helping to inform that work for the future. So you're actually learning what you've designed to learn for you to live your life more on purpose. That's an unusual way to go about a master's degree, wouldn't you say?
If it's unusual, I'm so glad I'm in the right place. Like, I couldn't imagine doing it any other way. You know, doing a master's and ending up with a product, a page, you know, some pages that represent, you know, months and months of work. For me, this is a living thesis, and it's coming to life in who I am and what I do and how I engage with the world around me and with clients. Yeah, I mean, if this isn't what's happening at other universities, I really did land in the right place. This is really the place for me, because I wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly. Well, I'm just curious, on the last statement, I would say, for people watching this interview, what message would you want them to take away?
Yeah, I think, you know, learning with the Self-Design Graduate Institute is really about you. And that can be scary at times, to really, you know, turn the mirror in and to think about what is the through line of your life and how to bring that forward fully into the world. So part of my process has been, it's not that the dream and the passion and the vision hasn't been there. It's that I needed to grow fully into being the person who could live that vision in the world. And so I think that is the offer that Self-Design Graduate Institute puts before us. It's an invitation that we can, you know, accept or not.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Elan. It's a pleasure having you here today. And for those of you that are watching this interview, look at the rest of this website, the selfdesigngraduateinstitute.org, and see if there's some questions you might have. We'd love to hear from you. We've got some seminars and free webinars coming up. So I'd love to have you check us out and poke around. There might be something here for you. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks again, Elan.